Okay, today we are going to set a mole trap. I'm going to show you how kind of quick and easy it is to catch a mole with the Out of Sight brand trap. You can get them at Home Depot in a green box, generally green, I think, and yellow. These are the best they have on the market, the sturdiest and most efficiently quick kill mercy traps that you can buy. I've trapped a lot of moles, and this one is the one that works the most and the most often. I have done so much trapping with these traps, and they work very well. All you need to do that to set a mole trap is a trowel, your mole trap, and a couple leaves off of a tree from a nearby tree, and I'll show you why here in just a second. Right now, I'm going to set the mole trap with the provided tongs that comes in the Out of Sight mole trap. It's very easy to do. You spread it out with the tongs like that so that the jaws are spread. Then you want to set the trap, and if you can, get a hair trigger on it. Work with the tongue of the trap till you can get it kind of on a hair trigger, like so. Okay, always, I learned this the hard way, you use the safety that's provided on the trap. Just flip it over so that if you do accidentally set it off, you don't lose a finger. I have all mine, but you can lose a finger. It will at least break it if you get it in there. Okay, what you want to do though is, I will show you, you want to find a mole path. You can't really see it because this grass is a little tall. That is a nice straightaway. If you find a nice straightaway, that's where you want to set this Out of Sight trap. And again, the brand is Out of Sight. They're very good traps. Let's make sure. Okay. Then once you're on the straightaway, you make it plug about 6 inches wide. Make it a perfect circle if you can. Right? Make the middle of the trail run right through the center of your 6-inch wide circle. Lift it out gently without disturbing the mole trail on either side. Save any dirt that you have excess for later. Okay? Then you want to go in and find where the mole path runs. You take your finger and gently find out exactly where that trail's running. Right there and right there. So he runs right through there. You take your Out of Sight trap and you're going to place the jaws straddling his pathway. But before you do that, you build a small bridge that raises up in the middle of your circle to meet that tongue of the trap with the excess dirt. So it meets that tongue nice and snug underneath. Now that you have your bridge, you also want to go back and make slots for the jaws, making sure that there are no rocks in these jaw slots for the jaws of the trap, because the trap won't close, the mole will get away. Learned that the hard way. Quite a few times, actually. Then you take your Out of Sight set trap and gently push it down to what you want to imagine. See the jaws here? You want to imagine that his hole runs right through this top triangle part right there. Then he will in turn hit the tongue, snapping the jaws shut. But you want to bring that tongue to right above your dirt bridge. Nice and easy. Now the reason for the leaves that we got from the tree are, you place them over the tongue mechanism, because when you put dirt back on top, you don't want dirt to get in between that metal bar and the tongue's mechanism, or else the trap won't shut properly. It'll never go off and you'll just be doing all this for nothing. So now that you've got that done, you take your dirt punch that you had from before, rip it in half, directly in half one way, and then take one of the halves and rip that in half. You use these the two halves of the first half, place them on either side of the trigger, the flipping part that flips up when the tongue goes off, so that it's got a pathway to flip up right there. Then you use the whole half that you also have, and you place it on the other side to cover in the trap really nicely. Always being careful because you've got that hair trigger set on there. Then you take any excess dirt and fill in any light holes that might be around your trap, so that the mole doesn't really understand what's going on. When he comes through, pushes that dirt bridge up, hits the tongue, and then the jaws close shut on him, instantly killing him. If you do these things, that's probably the most... Oh, and also I forgot,